So what do you think? I mean, so you agree? So you think that Shenron's favorite in this matchup, correct?
I do. Especially with, I believe we saw Shenron playing some copies of Borgos, which is a pretty hard answer to Soul Striker if he does play it.
All right, well, let's see what happens here. Here we go. The game is getting underway. Objection number 1 coming down his energy. Going to tap and get 2 Dragon Balls. Luckily, though, Russell didn't get a bunch of Dragon Balls yet, so he's not going to have that like crazy turn 1 awaken or anything would be crazy. But
right. I mean, I think on the flip side, I think starting with 1 Dragon Ball is probably where you want to be, because you get the opportunity to use your unawakened leader's ability for the most advantage. Because I think it's safe to assume that this game's not going to be over, turn 3, like we saw not too long ago.
Right. No, absolutely. I'm just saying that can happen sometimes. The Shenron gets that turn 1 awaken, and you're like, well, gonna be tough. It looks like Russell isn't in. I'm trying to get this zoomed in just a little bit more for you guys. Sorry, guys. I want to kind of fix this up, zoom it in a little bit for you guys. I think that looks maybe a little bit better.
So, Tony, what card do you think is going to be really impactful for Eon as he finds a way to navigate this matchup?
Dende. He needs to find Dende as fast as he can. At least to have control of the situation for a little bit until he starts doing his power plays.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that would be the best option for Eon, just to kind of cripple him a little bit with that. But I don't know. And then Borgos, we're seeing how strong he is, man. That guy's just ridiculous, dude.
Yeah,
so
Borgos being very, very good in this matchup too, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Like, even if he brings out preface or anything like that, it's not going to do anything. It's just going to stop it.
I get down with that. I'm curious to see if Russell ends up playing Objection this turn. Him charging the first one might be saying, hey, I'm going to keep them all charged and just ignore Dende entirely. But I don't know.
It's going to be very close. I feel like one small misplay could really cost either player the game. That's where I feel like it's going to come down to. Because, I don't know, this is where it's going to matter a lot. It's very risky for both.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And Russell draws into the Borgos. That is going to keep Soul Striker offline.
Does Eon run Crisis Goku? The Crisis Crusher, I think that's his name. Does he run it?
I've seen a previous list that has. I'm not sure if he does currently. He may replace it with Borgos.
Okay, let's see here, guys. Eon with
Russell's at 4 life?
Does he have all the balls in hand?
No way. Did he?
Ooh,
what?
It could be in his life. Oh,
Dang. No. Wow, that sucks.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Gosh, could you imagine? Oh, what a way to go out, guys.
Yeah.
After this hard-fought match.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
We might see a second objection this turn. No, we don't. Okay. Oh, we still could.
Jeez.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's 12.
I can't really say much. It's like having 3 in the life is pretty detrimental. That's hard. That's really hard.
Alrighty. Borgos, man. What a great card for Soul Striker.
Mm-hmm.
I just love those cards that, it's Soul Striker that give you utility and draw you cards for free. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Russell's still with a small novel in hand, though. Holy crap.
Yeah.
11
I wonder if I would have played the second objection. Not only would that have helped mitigate Gogeta 7 hitting against Eon, but that also gives him an opportunity to play 5-cost Gogeta to start popping Borgoses and keep Soul Striker online.
Pilaf.
Ooh. That's a good draw.
Yeah, look at that little guy.
He sure can't stop Shenron.
Yeah. He could take away the triple attack, right? Or is it the triple strike?
He could take away one of either.
Oh, snap.
Yajirobe will get increasingly strong here, as well as it's one of the best answers to Goji to 7.
Jeez, another Borgos by Russell.
Ouch.
To another Senzu Bean. Jeez. In a preface, and he has a
My god.
he has a way to stop these Borgoses too by just, I mean, like Zap said, he could just objection here, and then next turn just play Gogeta.
He could even do it this turn. He could. Oh, never mind. He does not want to do that this turn.
The hate is real. This chat's so funny. Dang. Eon's only have 4 cards though?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's actually
that's crazy.
both players have double Borgos on play. Eon just drawing Senzu Bean. Jeez. Borgos, what a good card.
Oh, that's really good.
What could Soul Striker do here, do you think?
I think your strongest play would be awe-inspiring Vegito. Or you play at all costs and draw 2 from your life. But I don't know if that's the way the matchup should be played or not.
Well, Eon doesn't have it all costs in hand, though, right?
He does have an at all costs. No, wrong person.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. There's 2 decks, same colors. I guess one is a little bit bigger than the other.
Eon's just passing.
Dang, this guy's just...
Russell with another objection. Gonna use that as energy. Do you think it's right to energy your objections as Shenron, or do you like to use them as, because I mean in theory you don't actually need the energy open to accelerate yourself in Shenron like you do other decks. You know what I mean? Like if you just have 5 energy, even if it's all rested, you can still use World Peace to play a 5-drop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would have prioritized playing Ultimate Fusion Gogeta in order to let Shenron Figure Majesty be able to easily untap 2 energy.
Yeah, it's 2 commies out, man. That's crazy. Just like, come on, man.
Yeah. Dusty and Zap, how strong is that 5-cost Frieza coming out? I think some of that engine is pretty good. I actually have a deck profile coming out in the next week or so that'll talk about it. But the biggest concern is that it can only negate the first battle card getting played on a turn, which gives a lot of opportunity for counterplay.
Yeah, which I like. I think that's how you design a card. Like, you want to give all the cards ways to be played around, right? Mm-hmm. Because even if you force your opponent to play out, even if you force your opponent to play out like a 1-drop first, for example, to play around it. Let's say you're like, oh, he has 5-drop, Frieza in play. I got to play my 1-drop out, to negate his ability to negate my 5-drop or whatever. That means you're delaying the 5-drop 1 turn, right? That means they have to have 6, energy or whatever. Or, be playing against a leader like Soul Striker or something. But in general, you're still, hindering their play by making them to play around. So I love that. I love that cat and mouse game of cards like that. I like when they have subtle ways to play around.
Right. Eon being in a tough position, not because he doesn't have good cards, but because he doesn't have the sparking active to play Figure of Majesty or Ultimate Fusion.
Damn.
He could turn them online, by attacking with his leader and comboing 4 cards, but I would not do that.
There we go.
Trying to draw a card.
Oh my god.
That's actually an absurd draw for Eon,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh man. That sucks, man. Russell opened up with Dragon Balls in his life and Eon can't awaken. Oh my god. Jesus.
What a final
This
match,
game.
boys!
This sucks for these guys. They're stuck.
But part of both of these players is finding out how to make best out of a bad situation.
Yeah.
I would argue that's the funnest part about playing card games, is that
Yep.
every situation isn't the same, right? Sometimes you start out, playing really well. Sometimes you start out playing really bad, off your hand. So I love that about card games. I love that every game is a puzzle. I'm in the theory that every game is winnable, especially if Dragon Ball, if you just find the right way to win.
Yep. I agree.
So I have a feeling World Peace is going to see play this turn.
What does he have in his draw? Oh, oof. Oof.
You may actually see the double World Peace. Mm.
Yeah, I mean he could World Peace, pay for World Peace to play out the Gogeta to kill both Borgos, and then actually World Peace out. Use the free World Peace to play out. A Shenron at a cost or a preface. The problem is that would put him over 4 cards. And so
Oh, I
he has to
see,
be
yeah.
really careful playing around the Kami. He doesn't want to get blown out by Kami twice.
Mm-hmm. I would probably build the play around Figure of Majesty and giving Ultimate Fusion Gogeta critical, and use that to start working towards game.
All right, we'll see. Russell again with so many options in hand. Every card in his hand is live right now. He can play every card in his hand. He has something to do with them. So deciding how he wants to use them is difficult. Like we just said, every game's a puzzle. He just wants to make sure he gets the right pieces in play in the right time here.
Damn.
Not sure if Ian's just having a couple coughs or if he's throwing up in his mouth over the Gogeta hitting board. One of the two.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely less than ideal, but I don't think it's going to be a game ender. He has the ability, hopefully, to do the same. These Kami's still really hurt Shenron. A lot of Shenron's early cards are utility cards, right? Like Figure of Majesty, the 1-drops. They don't really do anything, right? Like he can attack. A lot of his cards can attack. And so it's really, these Kami's are putting him, I think, in a little bit of a pickle here.
Right. Karunga hitting board. Or having the opportunity to hit board, which is interesting because I haven't seen this card see play at all yet.
Yeah, this card's interesting to me. I don't think it's. Me and you both, I think, had that same outlook, Richard, where we didn't think it was as powerful as what people were making it out to be.
Like right now, so he plays it for 3 energy and draws 2. In a normal game state, Gogeta 5 would hit board and then it'd kind of be like a non-factor. But with the way this matchup has gone, not having the Sparking 5, it's very realistic that ends up drawing 4 or more. But
I'll tell you though, the way Eon wins a lot of these games with Soul Striker is with the Megra, and Russell was not in a position really to be in a good spot, right? If the Megra hits the board. So this card is still very much a win condition for Eon.
Dude has 13 cards. What the heck?
I feel like Tony has been in a constant state of shock this entire
I'm just like, dude, this is crazy. Like how it just flips and it's just, oh my gosh. Like I don't even know, man. I'm just like, wow.
I think it's play Shenron on tap 2, play Karunga. There's Shenron.
He can still
I'm
use
sure
it. He can still use another world piece if he wanted to as well, right?
He played the world piece for free to play Gogeta.
Oh, he's giving.
Oh, he's going the critical route instead of the Faring route. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I would guess he's going to combo at least one of these Borgoses, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm. Sitting on 4 defensive beams.
You know what? Oh, no.
You think he's going to go all 4
You could have
beams?
Mafuba'd. Right? Oh, but that still is not. It's not 4. I'm trying to figure out how we can trap him with 4 cards. I don't think it was possible because the Mafuba doesn't count as a battle card, so he couldn't.
Yeah, there you go. I could see that. The most optimal play is Eon bringing out Gogeta next turn to bounce back because he'll have 5, I think, in his finally the sparking 5 he needs.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if the more advantage way would have been the better route just to continue to keep him off sparking. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. Both these guys are very prestigious players.
Oh, absolutely. They're just fantastic. They're fantastic
do amazing
players.
Work. It's like, dang.
Every time I think I see a play they could have done better, it's like it turns out I just don't know what I'm talking about. Eon still, I mean, like I said, definitely not. I mean, Russell had to take so much early damage and take so many Dragon Balls out of his life that like he's actually not in like the best position.
Oh, wow.
Ruby. Okay.
Does he have to go to 6 energy here? 6 energy would allow him to play Ultimate Fusion and still have Mafuba online.
Yeah.
That might be big enough of a deal.
Are most Gogeta decks just like mono blue?
So there's 2 routes. There's a blue-black that tends to focus more on 15k for their Union Fusion bait. And then there's a blue-yellow variant that tends to focus more on 20ks.
Okay.
Where you're using the yellow 20k vanilla alongside 4 at all costs.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the strongest one.
Does the blue-yellow one run like battering laser and stuff? Or
Yeah.
Usually runs a little bit of battering laser, yeah.
Okay.
It's like bounce. What? That's crazy.
Not choosing the Borgos. I think that's fine since he has another.
Now I'm super curious. Let's see
What's crazy to me is that he's going to attack with the leader and burn an energy. He could burn his super combo, and the super combo would be live for him to resurrect with a Shenron leader.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
This is crazy. But doesn't your opponent choose with Burgos? Doesn't he choose the energy?
Let's find out.
Choose up using places. Choose up to one of your opponents. Yeah.
Yeah. So you just choose the energy that's untapped.
No.
Yeah.
That's less cool.
Yeah. Oh, he can offensively beat and then Sul Mafuba. Okay. Eon knows what he's talking about. I mean, I don't hear what he's talking about, but I'm sure he's doing it correct.
Combos 30.
Parunga, man, that card, man, I just don't know about it.
What does it do? I haven't read it. What does it do?
So it's similar to the Shenron figure Majesty, but you have to like essentially use it, right? You have to tap it, and it does different effects. So the first effect it does is draws you 2 cards. The second effect, it says choose one of your battle cards. It gets plus 10,000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn, and so it lasts the entire time. And then the last one says choose one of your and your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier. Then choosing the rest of your opponent's cards in the battle area, ignoring barrier, and shuffle them into the owner's decks.
What? That's crazy.
So, yeah, which is probably what he's using it for here, is like a board wipe, essentially.
That's pretty good.
Oh, no, absolutely. It's very good. I mean, it would have been very good for the last game he played if he would have stayed.
So, like in this case, it could, pick Kami and then eliminate the Ultimate Fusion.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, this guy has Sense of Beans on deck.
Yeah, the Russell with 4 Sensu Beans in hand, 4 Sensu Beans, 2 super combos.
That's crazy.
So do these Shenron decks usually just play Gogeta on 7? Like they don't try to like Unit Absorb or anything like that, or Unit Fusion? They just play them out on 7?
I would say it's matchup dependent. In this matchup, because Shenron does nothing to help him awaken, as long as he doesn't feel like Eon's close to awakening, he has no problem still rolling to 7. Usually the goal is you get Goji to 7 on field, and you give a critical with Shenron Figure of Majesty, and then they can never get enough cards back to compete.
Okay. Seems pretty good.
Four Sensu Beans.
Not too bad.
Oh,
Crisis Crusher.
draw 2 cards. That's crazy.
Wonder which mode he'll choose here. Which mode would you choose here? Zap?
I'm biased because it's almost 1:30 at night, and I need to work at 7 in the morning. So I would say whatever gets Gogeta off the field. I think draw 2 would have been better, but he's going for the removal effect. Maybe I misunderstood the removal effect because I thought does it return both fields?
Yeah, it works on both.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
You choose one of your
you're-
cards, and then you have to choose one of your opponent's cards with the same power, and then you send everything else. You shuffle everything, or I think it's maybe the bottom of the deck. I don't know, it's going now.
Wait. Oh, he played World Peace for free, I'm assuming?
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was like, wait, how do you do that?
With
So then he'll
Combi
probably-
still put a little bit of pressure on Russell.
He may actually use some of this energy to play Crisis Crusher and pop it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that would be a terrible...
Oh, shit, he has
What?
Gogeta.
Or he plays at all costs and stays chilly. Still at 15 cards in deck. Not looking like Deca will be a factor, but
Wow.
you never know.
Right. Good thing to keep an eye on, for sure. Russell needs to do some damage to Eon. I know it's scary, but if he wants this Gogeta to end the game, he needs to do a little bit of damage. Because even playing it next turn, while that is very good, still only really... it definitely won't win him the game.
Yeah. Luckily, he'll be able to at least keep that Shenron, which is really what's going to threaten lethal here, off the board for at least one more
dancing.
turn.
Eon's dancing. He's dancing. He's singing. That usually means that's something good's about to happen. Look at him. He's getting into it. Oh,
He's dabbing all over everything.
no. Yeah, what's happening? Something's it's about to happen to Russell. I don't know what it's going to be, but... All right, pace 5.
Bouncing back those two.
Still keeping the Borgos in play.
Wow.
Okay, bottom. Also, I mean, honestly, how does Gogeta get around Yajirobe? Like, he doesn't have anything in hand that can currently do that, right?
Nope, not easily.
Mm-hmm.
the best thing he can do is instead choose to use at all cost as his win condition, more so than Gogeta directly, because you can pick up the 2 and blow up the Yajirobe.
Ooh, that's an interesting draw. Just playing that out and keeping it out seems fantastic. It draws you. Man, I don't know. I guess at this point in the game, there's probably not going to be much Russell's going to play that's 20k or less. But
right, I don't know if we've seen any copies of Child's Wish yet.
Right.
I'd imagine there's a couple copies, but keeping the Mafuba online is probably more.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Then again, it is an awakening tool. It's not like he can easily attack
into it, right? Like, was he to attack with Borgos into it? Like, it's just like it's tough. I think also though Eon has to be prepared. He needs to be being prepared for Gogeta. He sees it in energy, so there should be no surprise that's possible to come out next turn. So, getting as many cards out of your hand for value as possible.
Mm-hmm. I think I just swing with Gogeta and pests. Trying to be as objective about as possible. If I'm in Eon shoes, that seems the most correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Yajirobe. I actually like the Yajirobe play a lot.
That's crazy.
It makes it really hard for your opponent to play anything next turn that can kill you, unless he gets something that has removal, obviously. But I like that play a lot, especially for what is in Russell's hand right now.
Yeah, what's scary here is if he resolves Gogeta here, he goes down to 1 life. He goes down to 1 life.
I'm reading the chat. I'm looking at it. It's very difficult though. It is.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's up, guys?
They're talking about the opportunity to cheat by the fact that a stream exists, and I think it's important to remember that the players that are selected on both sides intentionally chosen because of their integrity as well as their skill set. And if there are people that we're concerned wouldn't do that,
people on the screen.
Yeah, I think
Everybody that's on
they wouldn't be playing.
He's doing it. He's doing it. Damn. That's crazy.
Wait, can you what? Did he pay 5 for that? What two cards? What 2 cards did he pitch? Sneak attack, Vegeta.
The one that untaps too. Preface of Recovery.
Oh yeah, Preface of Recovery. Absolutely, yeah. I didn't even see that. I mean, I knew that card was his hand, just didn't strike me. Yeah, perfect.
Honestly, I don't know how much Eon minds that. I would say his hand was a little below average.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I like it. Yeah.
And he got the pan. That's huge.
Yeah, that's good. The pan is good.
He got a Borgos to keep off those 4 sensu beans.
Yeah, Eon's laughing. Offensively. Yeah, that's good. That's not bad at all. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Sorry, guys. Remember, we're sorry we're not communicating with chat too much. I apologize. We definitely aren't trying to ignore you guys. That's definitely not the.
Oh wow.
Not what we're trying to do, my guys. We're just super. We're trying to focus on the game here and bring as best commentary as we can. We'll have the time for chat after the match.
Boom.
Okay, there comes the pan. Here comes the pan. Tucking. Boys, that could be the game ender right there.
Is it? And that's what, 3 darks?
It takes 7. I don't know how many he has in the drop right now, but
I think he has 3.
yeah, maybe only 3. But geez, there it is. That's the gamer. That's what he needed right there. Holy crap! And also important to remember, which is kind of a cool interaction, right? If he combos with the Trunkses, he gets to draw off of them,
Wow.
right?
Oof.
Russell taking advantage of knowing the limitations of Borgos, that you can only use Borgos' effect on the opponent's turn, meaning that defensive Sensu Beans are still 100% safe from that destruction effect.
Yep, absolutely. Though Burgos was not out at the time, but I do agree.
But if it was...
But right, if it was.
Right there, see?
Absolutely. But yeah, if you use the Mega attack and combo, if he combos with those 2 Trunks and Russell's hand, he gets to draw off those Trunks, right? Like, I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
That is a yes, or yeah, he does get to, right?
Yeah.
Run that by me one more time? Sorry.
If he attacks with the Mega and
Yes.
combos with the Trunks out of Russell's hand, the super combos, he gets to draw off of those, correct?
He will not, because that trunk specifically specifies needing a black leader to draw.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. But I mean, okay, so if he had the if he had the other one that's like the black one, right? It's like you have X cards in your warp or whatever, or if he just had a blue card of his own, right? He does get a draw for those, right? Like if it meets the conditions of the card.
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
I wonder what he's gonna do.
Jeez. I tell you what, man, guys, this game is like very back and forth.
Right. It opened up feeling pretty one-sided, but
Yeah, it's
Eon is hanging on to the cliff, man.
Yeah, he is, and now he's in the spot with the Sensu Bean and 2 defensive cards in hand, plus a Yajirobe. Like, Russell's just not drawing pieces to deal with it. What's the power of the? Let me just check instead of asking. I think it's 30, right? Yeah, so 30 power is the Gogeta. I was trying to see maybe if he could like play out another Paronga or whatever, choose a card to get rid of Yajirobe, but there's really no profitable card.
What's scary is the world peace and
Yep.
Russell's hand. That's gonna.
Well, you drew. Okay, so you drew War Piece off the top. Okay. Yeah, now that definitely gets rid of the Yajirobe, but like I said, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know if that's enough. Because he has to attack into Vegito. It's not like Vegito's still a factor. So even if he does get rid of Yajirobe. One card I would like to see Eon fit into this deck, though, is King Vegeta Surprise Attack. I love this deck running 4 Cell super combos or Cell pseudo super combos and running like 2 or 3 King Vegeta Surprise Attack just for my Vegito and like because he has 2 in energy right now. You know what I mean? So that's literally he would have the ability to use it.
Charging the Borgos there is a little interesting to me. I would think Borgos would be more useful than Pilaf, but
I'll tell you guys what, like, I'm sure both players are getting exhausted too. This is their 5th match, you know.
mm-hmm.
These aren't easy games, right? I guess there's been a couple like, fast games or whatever, but they're mostly been very.
But even the fast games, the turns were still complex.
Oh, absolutely, no, absolutely. Okay. 1 energy. 2, 3, 4.
5.
OP. Oh, no, 5. That's gonna be just Gogeta. Where do you get the Gogeta from? I actually didn't see it in his hand.
You draw into it.
He must have, yeah.
Did he use the Shenron draw then?
I doubt it because he had a world piece in his hand.
Yeah, I thought he drew the world piece off the top. Maybe I was wrong.
Nope, he's just a drawing legend.
Damn, that's crazy.
is he going to choose here? He has a Gogeta. Probably Gogeta Yajirobe, I would imagine. How many cards are left in Russell's deck? I know we've had some shuffles.
13, 12? 12.
Yeah, 12? Okay.
Dang.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gogeta actually replenishing the deck, so, it's pretty likely that it's a non-factor.
Well, he goes to 10 here off the double draw, right? So
Damn, that's crazy.
what is cool about Shenron, though, he doesn't draw every turn off of his leader attack like the other ones do, so it's like he doesn't have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Two really good draws there. A 7-drop Gogeta and a Dragon Radar.
Just gonna attack.
I wish I could see how many black cards were in Eon's drop. I don't think it's very many. I think it's like maybe
It's
3.
5.
It's 5? So he has the ability to do 6 right now. So he needs one more black card?
Oh, the number of black cards. Oh, I thought you meant the number of cards. No, I think he only has like 3 black
Yeah,
cards.
I thought it was 3, yeah. Ooh, Dimension Magic.
So 20, 30. Do you need another 5?
You use Sensu Beam.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
that's right.
since you're being
25,
plus
35.
35, yeah. This is 25 into 25 here. Man, Eon's going to have a big turn next turn, though. He can attack with Pan, go to 4, awaken, draw 2, attack with his leader, draw 2, plus the 1 for turn. It's possible that he might get enough black cards, because he runs a lot of black cards in this deck. We haven't seen that many.
Mm-hmm.
I think if this Demagogue hits the board, he wins.
Dang, this is crazy.
There's 25 into 25.
You just trying to decide how to combo up.
Probably just combo with the Unbreakable. I know you're over comboing, but at least you get to draw another card. I think what Eon needs to be doing here is just digging for black cards.
Right. Well, what I'm questioning is if Russell is still deciding how high to combo.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, they don't make use of the arrows and like some of the more informative features of Octagon, but that's okay.
But guys, I thought this was a 3-turn format.
Well, to be fair, Storm was banned, so
Yeah.
I mean, Storm kills either one of these decks, right? By now, like these decks are dead right now, right? Or have won, right?
Ooh,
I mean, I haven't played with Borgos enough to understand the implications of Borgos versus.
I mean, does Storm live
Shenron.
to 7 life? I mean, the 7 energy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay.
Yeah, like it's either won or lost by now, right? Like I feel like.
Right.
What is he doing?
I mean, Hurtagon's still very powerful. Trunks can run, the Goten card to kill the Borgoses and stuff pretty profitably as
Damn.
well.
25, 35,
Yep.
40.
I like that play. Just getting black cards in the drop.
That's crazy.
The Vegito surviving is pretty huge. Yeah, I think I saw Russell say pass. Yeah, okay. See what he draws for turn. At all costs Vegeta. Okay.
Well, that's wild.
That's funny.
At all costs Vegeta pretty good here. Guess it could take 2 life here if he wanted. Gets triple attack, which is enough to actually threaten game.
That's so wild. We haven't seen very many super combos played by.
Eon?
By Russell.
I actually think Crisis Crusher is going to be just a fantastic card in this meta, guys. Not even for just like stopping aggression, like for the storm use, for just being able to blow up 1-drops. It seems like if Eon had Crisis Crusher in this matchup, but just played it out, killed the Borgos, and they could start on tapping, it's almost free.
So, Jesse, during the deck construction, other than legal cards, the only restriction was only 1 leader per color, correct?
Yeah, only 1 leader per color. Yeah, I'm thinking about next time, or for future events, doing like a limited list. So having like 7-drop Gogeta in it and like Cell in it, and essentially you can only have one deck with a limited card in it.
I see.
You know what I mean? And then that way,
That's a thought.
Yeah, but I want to kind of see what happened without it. You know what I mean? If we don't have it and we see like 3 Gogeta decks coming out or something, then that might need it. But so far, I think just the leader restriction, which is you can't have a leader of the same color. I think it keeps it pretty fresh.
I respect that.
Okay, Russell going to make use of his Sensu Bean here. So what's your play here, Zap? If you're playing, what do you do?
I want to say I get greedy and I go for lethal.
You think you just play at all cost Vegeta out?
Blow up Borgos and try to win.
Damn.
But I also probably would have lost if I did that.
Well, now it's a lot harder to do, for sure.
Well, yeah, he guaranteed loses because the peel-off would just take out the triple attack from the at all cost.
Yeah.
Which we might see happen nonetheless.
Oh, he's going to do both. Interesting.
We need to blow up the board. I don't know if I assume you blow up the board ghost if you definitely blow up board ghost if you're going for lethal. If you don't think you can win this turn, then you blow up the ultimate fusion, which we all know is the correct play. But I don't believe we got any knowledge from the last game that says Eon should know that Russell runs peel-off. But I can't quite recall.
Right. So he's going to kill the Borgos. He gets draws 2.
I wonder if he's going to choose to untap.
Awaken, draws 2 more.
Oh, snap.
Ooh, gets 2 black cards. Now, I don't know how many black cards are in his drop right now. I think 4. If I can remember right. It's like a Dende, 2 Kamis, and then I think like...
If 4 is correct, he's in position to start coming stuff off.
Right, that's what I mean.
Or maybe you need to play the black cards or draw the black cards.
So the problem is, though, Russell does have the Mafuba in hand. But it still puts you in a pretty good spot. Taking 4 cards out of your opponent's hand is very good, especially whenever one of them is a 7-drop Gogeta.
Wow. This is a crazy game.
But he might get the Mafuba right here. But it's also possible that Russell just peel-offs and saves the Mafuba. There's just too many options. Kami.
So just to clarify what happened there, I'm pretty sure that Eon chose not to untap an energy. That way it didn't trigger Borgos. And then afterwards he utilized at all costs activate main effect to KO Borgos. And now he can use Soul Striker's effect freely.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. So it's 3-3 right now.
This is scary because they both have triple attacks, like triple striker cards in their deck.
We'll see what he decides to use here. It looks like he's going to use the Mafuba. This is actually could be devastating.
Damn.
This could be devastating. I wish I knew how many black cards, but I think it's 4. So that means in his hand he has access to 6. If he gets 1 more blue card and 1 more black card, he actually could.
They're both at 3.
Yeah, they're both at 3 life. Yeah. I wish I knew how many. Oh, I mean 3 black cards in deck or just 3?
No. I mean, like, because the chat's asking, like, what are their lives?
Okay, guys, the Dragon Balls above their names are their life, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah. So, like, Eon has 3 Dragon Balls above his little thing, and then Russell has 3 on his. That's their life. I'll add that in. I'll put life in the overlay somewhere.
So Soul Striker probably attacks Ultimate Fusion here.
Dang, that meter only needs 5 energy.
But even if he can't go in this turn, just being able to sit on, whatever combination of Vegito and Yajirobe he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Because he could play Vegito and Yajirobe this turn and have 2 Vegitos.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Or he could just play a second Vegito and have access to Sensu Bean. You know what I mean? Or he could tap out and then has access to Dimension Magic to untap 2, and then he can Sensu Bean as well. So like he has so many options. I mean, it's just like it's so hard to figure out the plays to make because he's okay to completely tap out right here if he wants. He has no. It's completely okay to do that with what's in his hand. You know what I mean? He has access to Dimension Magic into Sensu Beans to to go back up to 3 energy after he's tapped out. Obviously, it puts him to 2 life, but is that worth it? He could also, like you said, just play out Vegito, ready an energy. Now he has access to his defensive, utility without doing it. It's just so much he can do, and it's just it's almost impossible to know what the right play is.
Wow, what a draw!
That's a good draw.
So sitting on 30K here. Going to 35.
We're getting too green.
Yeah. 40. And the big thing here is Russell really needs to avoid comboing Purunga. Because I think that's going to be
his only out
a pretty big deal.
I mean, honestly, if Eon doesn't play this 5-drop, I think would be the best play for him.
Right, and unfortunately, he doesn't know that.
Right, but he's seen Purunga before, so I think you have to play around it at this point, right? You play around it. You've untapped 2, so you play out Yajirobe here maybe, and you're just good to go.
Combo.
But if he plays out this Gogeta, it could be devastating. Holy crap!
I wonder if he's going to try to combo the black cards and try to bluff. Or, I guess there's no goal in actually bluffing that. He knows if it's good or if it's on or not. But then again, Russell might not know it's. Does Russell know it's in the deck?
I don't remember. I know we've seen it before, but I don't remember if.
Probably because he played against the Super 17 deck where everything was getting discarded.
No, actually, he did discard it. Remember? Because remember he discarded it. He had the super combos in there, remember? He discarded it, and we were like, holy crap, that's really bad. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Yeah, so he does know what's in there. To me, the best thing that he can do right here is just play out Vegito. But he already comboed with him, it looks like. So, is he going to try to get it for game?
Unfortunately, I think he is.
Oh no! Just play out Yajirobe. Oh no! Oh no, guys! Oh no!
He's doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it.
Maybe he overpaid for Cell.
I mean,
for Cell, that'd be cool.
He does have the Dimension Magic. Like it's not the most absurd thing.
Yeah, but it feels like all Russell has to do is just give his Gogeta double strike at that point, right? I mean, triple attack and then.
Oh, he did it.
Okay, it looks like he is going a little bit softer here.
That's so funny.
Guys, this game is so hard now. Dragon Ball Super, one of the hardest games ever. After this new set comes out, I'm telling you guys, holy crap, there's just so many lines of play.
I'm just realizing Borgos is an MVP, man.
Yeah, he's so good. He's so good. I mean, it may be
And there's the
because
yellow
Eon
one,
has
too.
had to play Soul Striker 3 times in a row, or 3 games, but it just feels like it's so good.
Yeah. There's the yellow one too, the Whis that comes out, I think, in the starter deck. Or there's a yellow one that does exactly the same thing as Borgos.
All right, so Russell's at 2 life.
What's he gonna do?
Seven energy. The ball is in his court here.
So with perfect knowledge, you play the 5-drop. Oh, is the Mafuba's done, right?
Yeah, the Mufube is done. Correct. No. It happened last turn.
Yeah, it happened this turn.
It happened last turn. That's how long the turn was. Very. Ooh, Russell charging Pilaf.
I think he's gonna go for game.
Yeah, that's exactly what that tells me, is that he's going for game.
Yeah, he's gonna go for game now. He could do it.
Yeah.
I think he can.
Yeah, you're paying 3 energy for 2 cards here. He can get a lot of cards. Man, I'm looking at his hand, man. He has so many options. He could just go Gogeta if he wanted.
Yeah.
Then he has 2 triple attackers to try to go through. One will have to obviously. He has to take a life though, so he would go to 1 life, but he's already in all-in mode anyway. So
Yeah, it's probably play. Yeah.
it's just so rough though, because obviously, actually he could play out Gogeta.
Mm-hmm.
Swing with Gogeta, right? He would use Yajirobe to kill it, and then he can swing with the other Gogeta into the Vegito, combo up to kill the Vegito, and then just use a free world piece to get the Gogeta back again. Do it again. I would kill him, actually. He has a 2 life. Man, there's just so many things. Holy crap. I guess you could just give one of them triple attack, right? Then that's it.
Yeah, but that loses the Pilaf and Mafuba more so.
Right. I actually think Gogeta would be a pretty balanced card if it took 2 life when it did its effect.
I'd rather just be a single strike, I think.
Why a single strike? I don't like that. I don't like it being a single strike. All right, 3, 4, 5. Here we go.
What? What?
6.
What?
7. Here
No
we go.
way.
There he is.
Damn.
Alrighty. Crits himself a life.
Snap.
But this still isn't bad, though. I mean, this isn't terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it stinks. He has to get rid of his hand here.
So
But
it has to be a Mafuba here.
Yeah,
Mafuba or Pilaf.
But he still stops 2. I mean, he stops 2 of them just for what's on board here. There we go. Look at Eon. He's just like he's channeling.
I'm really curious to see this poker face. Not that I think his facial expression changes the lines of play much, but
Wow.
There's a Mafuba. It's a game, boys. The thing is, though, I don't think Eon's out of this still, though. Obviously, the Mafuba's great and definitely helps them in this situation, but holy crap, guys, I don't think... I mean, maybe that's a game. I don't know, man. These games are so hard to figure out who's... I'm excited because that makes it a game.
As a wise man once said, "Good luck drawing the Mafuba! Good job!"
What in the world is this called?
Oh, he's gonna world peace for Gogeta.
Yeah, he could. I mean, he could world peace instead of giving them triple attack. He could world peace and get rid of...
Vegeta's gonna die. Vegeta's gonna die.
Yep, he just commented. Yeah, if he just stayed at the first 2, Yeah, he can't combo over that reasonably.
Eon not seeing very many super combos this game.
Yeah, his hand got shuffled a lot, man.
Yeah, he definitely runs them. Yeah.
Damn, he's gonna bounce back that Yajirobe, man.
I think that's the best play by Russell. Is just a world peace out, Gogeta.
Yeah. Gosh, his patience. I would not have been able to be that patient. I probably would have lost this match.
And he's gonna draw 2 cards. Oh my god.
But it's just so tough, guys. Because that's not really the right play, right? The right play, I think, is to give one of these guys triple attack, right? And just hope he didn't roll in, didn't get the Mafuba, right? But he's gonna use the world piece. It looks like.
But he already has 2 attackers, so I think he's correct. Because he'd have to draw 2 negates opposed to 2 outs opposed to 1.
Damn, that's damn. Damn.
No, I mean because this is a pretty risky play, honestly, because he's gonna kill the Yajirobe here, and that's great. But if Eon's hand is a couple super combos or whatever, right? He can combo over 1 and then Mafuba the second one, and you can't win, right? But giving the 1 triple attack makes it a lot less likely that Eon would have to stop 3 attacks of a 30k triple striker. Do you know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
Wow. Wing. Damn, that's crazy.
So I think what Eon has to do here. Oh, he's gonna Mafuba. Oh my. I don't think it's right to Mafuba the first one. I think you just say no combo and then hope he just doesn't combo very much.
He couldn't get above. He couldn't beat 30 anyway.
Right. I mean, we know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Wow.
Jeez, guys, what a close freaking game. That was such a fun game to watch.